Hello, dear students. Here we begin with the second amendment lecture for financial year 23-24. In the first lecture, we have covered everything about section 115 BAC. That's now the default tax regime. Along with problems, we have solved that, right? Any doubts are there still, you can comment below. Same way, today's PDF is already sent into Telegram group. Today we are doing amendments in all the heads of income, TDS, TCS till return of income, right? So this is the second amendment lecture. And one thing very important I want to say, already amendment lectures are there for last year. Ma'am, now this is financial year 23-24, applicable for all the 24 exams. May, June, CA, CMA, interfinal, all these amendments are very important. Now, why I'm asking you to refer the amendments of 20 to 23? I'll be again posting those notes also in the PDF. The reason is so many times 1 year before some amendment is done. For example, if you deposit more than a limited amount in your saving account or current account, you need to give a PAN. That was an amendment last year, but it is continuing. And this is a trend. Since more than 2 decades, I'm teaching this subject called direct taxation. So I know there is always a consideration for some amendments from last year also, which are very important now, right? So not taking any extra thing except for the amendments. If you have any doubt, comment below. If you feel you are understanding with clarity, with example, if required, I'll draw the flowcharts also. Then do share it with your friends and subscribe to channel, because all my amendments and revision lectures are going to be live. Just piling up and doing with all my schedules, but I'm planning to take up chapter wise revision lectures live in YouTube from Monday. The exact schedule you'll come to know in the challenges group, or in the challenges WhatsApp group, or in the Telegram, wherever you are connected with us. But chapter wise in-depth revision videos with the concept, every day one chapter we will be doing. And yes, of course, so many of you are asking queries that last time I took detailed classes in YouTube. That was Sarthi practice batch, along with all the concepts and problems and all. Yes, you can refer those lectures, but along with these amendment lectures. Okay, for your preparation. Yes, definitely. Right. Now, one way is, because we have finished in the first amendment class, section 115 BAC, please revise it. You're going to get 14 marks question with that only, what I've solved in the first amendment lecture. Now, either we can start the amendment headwise, or we will do one thing. There are two very important amendments in TDS. TDS is like 194O dale, fir 194Q, R, S. So like that, every year there are 2-3 sections added and some changes, and they are asking that for 2 into 4. 4 bits are asked for 2 marks each. TDS mandatory in CMA, CA all exams. So let us begin the class with TDS, TCS amendments along with solved examples. Okay. Then we will do the amendments headwise also. Okay. Right. So for that, I'm sharing with the screen, and request you all also please to take up the printout of these amendments so that you will understand it better. I'm skipping first few pages because they are related to the amendment in the rebate, amendment in the surcharge, amendment in 115 BAC, which we have completed already, right? And please, every Saturday I'm taking Magic of Logic revision series. That's also live in YouTube just for 30 minutes. Some core concepts which are very important and students are confused. That's what we are discussing there. So please make sure you attend it. It's always live at 7 p.m. in the evening, right? Okay. All right. Right now, let us begin with the amendments. Yeah. This all we have done. These are the amendments headwise for 115 BAC. Yes. So let me begin now with the amendment class 2 for tax amendments related to financial year 23-24. Direct tax amendments we are discussing. Next will be GST, and all the amendments what we are discussing here, these notes are there in your Telegram, right? So take a printout, study, refer the examples. They're surely going to be a part of your MCQs, your case studies, and for CMA exam directly problems. Okay? Chalo. TDS under section 194N. Now, this section is not new, but here there are some additions. When you withdraw more than 1 crore rupees from your saving account or current account and all, then TDS is to be deducted at the rate of 2%. Now, how this works, let us check from the table. If the cash is withdrawn, who will deduct the TDS? Banks, including cooperative banks. Post office will deduct TDS under 194N on payment of cash. Yes, your own money if you are withdrawing. See, we have UPI payments and ECS and debit card and so many options nowadays, RTGS, NIFT. Then the concept here is government is saying itna sara cash क्यों withdraw करना है? Why you want to withdraw so much cash? So your own money, if you withdraw cash exceeding 1 crore, 1 crore is the limit per bank, per post office, for all the saving account and current account. See, I may have a saving account in SBI Somajiguda. I may have a saving account in same SBI Narayanguda. So these are area names. So different banks, but with different branches with the same bank. If I withdraw, this limit is applicable for the bank as a whole. 1 crore rupees cash. Then whatever I withdraw above 1 crore, 2% TDS is deducted. I'm going very slow. Please don't watch this video with 1.5 and all. I do say कि हाँ rapid revision है, देख लो 1.5 से. But here you need to understand the concept. You need to see my examples and you need to solve it with me. That's why I'm saying. So in case of withdrawal of 1 crore and above, 2% TDS is deducted. This time added in this is the cash withdrawal limit is increased instead of 1 crore to 3 crore for cooperative societies under section 194N. Means what? If a cooperative society is withdrawing cash above 3 crore, how much TDS is deducted? 2% on the withdrawal above 3 crore. See, here one concept is important. I'll go deep again in 194N, but listen. Whenever you exceed the limit of TDS, like 194C contract, it is 30,000. So commission and all, it is 15,000. So wherever you exceed the limit, once you exceed the limit on the whole amount, TDS is deducted. Suppose you have paid someone commission 20,000. It's not ki till 15,000, no TDS and only on 5,000. No. Once you exceed the limit, then on the whole amount, TDS is deducted. But in 194N, if you withdraw above 1 crore, 30 lakhs, only on 30 lakhs TDS will be deducted. If the bank is making payment, okay, and they are making payment to another cooperative bank or society, then if they withdraw above 3 crores, then on the excess withdrawn above this limit only, TDS is deducted at the rate of 2%. Is this clear to all of you? Once again, check. For withdrawal above 1 crore, the limit is 2%. For withdrawal above 3 crores, in case of cooperative society, this is 2%. And I'm paying attention to the minutest thing that this limit is bank-wise for all your account. If I have withdrawn from the same bank from my saving account 80 lakhs and from my current account 40 lakhs, 120 lakhs. So 1 crore, no TDS. Beyond that 20 lakhs, 2% is the TDS. Now, very important, dear students. This is my own made table. If it is clear, please comment below. If it is not clear, then just ask me whatever are your doubts here or in Telegram. I'll surely clear it with a voice note. ठीक है ना? चलो. Now in case of defaulter, pehle to what is the concept of defaulter? The If the recipient, whoever is withdrawing the money, if he has not furnished the return of income for 3 assessment years relevant to the previous year for which time limit for filing the return has expired. We all know that 31st March 2023 ka return maximum late mein late you have to file by December 23. So you have 9 months extra to file your return, right? So December 23 tak aapko return file kar lena hai. Now, if you have not furnished the return till December, belated, revised, whatever you want to file, you have to file it till December, then the due date of filing the return expires. So like this for 3 consecutive years, if the SSE has not filed the return. For example, our financial year is 23-24, right? So 19-20, 20-21, 21-22 का return कब तक जाना है? 31st December 22. So that's already expired. We are in financial year 23-24 and last 3 years return filing date is over. Ma'am, why didn't you write here 22-23? 22-23 return you can file 31st December 23, which is not yet expired in the financial year. So the last 3 years, the date of filing the return for which is expired, if the return is not filed, he is said to be defaulter. Okay, ma'am, we got to know what is a defaulter. But if a person is a defaulter, then for him, the limit is not 1 crore, the limit is 20 lakhs. If you are a defaulter, if you withdraw above 20 lakhs to 1 crore, 2% TDS is deducted. Above 1 crore, 5%. For a normal person, above withdrawal, above 1 crore, 2%. But for defaulter, 20 lakhs to 1 crore, 2%. Above 1 crore, 5%. Same for withdrawal by a cooperative society. If the cooperative society is a defaulter, whatever they have withdrawn from 20 lakhs to 3 crore, how much TDS will be deducted? 2%. Above 3 crore, how much TDS will be deducted? 5%. Take your time, don't rush and scroll ki ma'am is on 8th page, abhi kitne page baki hai. Ye common hai. As a student, even I used to do, but then it's your mind. Aapki baat nahi sunega to kiski baat sunega. Focus and read it so that my examples next are clear to you. Thank you. Yeah, see, if you can write this table once, no, it will be like you can say bonus for you all. बहुत अच्छे से याद हो जाएगा. नहीं लिखना है तो take a printout of this, but don't read from soft copies. That's what is my suggestion. Watch these videos full screen, preferably on laptop, right? You will understand it better. Now, let me take an example. If the cash withdrawal is 120 lakhs, up to 1 crore, no TDS, and 20 lakhs ke upar 2%. But if the same SSE is a defaulter, last 3 consecutive years he has not filed his return, then up to 20 lakhs nil, 20 lakhs to 1 crore, the first 80 lakhs 2%, and 1 crore ke upar ka jo 20 lakhs hai 5%. Please let me know if it is clear or not. Thank you so much for all your likes in the live class itself. And if you can comment, would be glad to see all your comments in the chat box. I don't know whether you understand this or not. It's not for me as a teacher, but any teacher, when they compile and give you this kind of material, lot of effort goes. This is there in the Sarthi compiler in every chapter. It's all updated. But then from there to bring it, to arrange it, to put all the examples, it really takes efforts. I don't know how many days I have prepared this material, and Sarthi compiler to more than 45 days I have worked. It is having question, answers, examples, booster notes, past exam papers, all. Chale saath mein? Yes, you can order it from Concept Classes app. You can download from the link below. Chalo. Now, 194N has a proviso. You all know proviso is exception to rule, that in following cases, this all key you withdraw and all TDS will not be applicable if the payment is made to government. Can government withdraw more than 1 crore from the bank? Yes. Do they need to pay TDS? No. Any bank engaged in carrying on. You know, sometimes the bank withdraws the money and puts it in the ATM of another branch and all. So these kind of, when the withdrawal is by bank, TDS nahi lagega. Business correspondent of the bank, you know, who does this work of ATM and all, no. White label ATM operator, no. Added is, this is added now, such other person as may be notified by central government with consultation of RBI. RBI may say, okay, these kind of people can withdraw above 1 crore and 194N will not be applicable. Ready to dive into the problem? It's already solved because these are PDF notes. I have to give the answer. So this is problem number 3, ma'am. 1 or 2 का है, 1 or 215 BAC के लिए solve किए हैं, which you definitely check. These kind of questions are going to come for 14 marks. Calculate the tax as per normal tax regime, as per 115 BAC default, which one you will go for and all that. चलिए साथ में चलो. Now, compute the TDS in given cases in each of the following cases, assuming that this is the withdrawal for 23-24 and person mentioned in 7 to 10. These are, they have not filed return for the last 5 years, so they are defaulters. Okay, these 4 are defaulters. फिर से एक बार बिना screen on किए. Can you all say with me? Yes? Will you all say with me? Right. See, if you learn this also, out of 50 marks, check up this video and message me after your exam. Minimum 8 marks to 10 marks are guaranteed. Out of 50 will be for these amendments, what we are discussing. Brilliant amendments are there in salaries, in ATJ deduction, chota chota, but बहुत important, all we will cover up. Okay, let us now quickly revise 194N. It says, if you withdraw more than 1 crore cash from your saving and current account from a bank, TDS is to be deducted at 2%. If you are a defaulter, if you withdraw above 20 lakhs to 1 crore, 2%. Above 1 crore, whatever you withdraw, 5%. If you are a cooperative society and you are withdrawing from bank above 3 crore, TDS is 2%. Cooperative society, you are a defaulter. फिर आपका limit 3 crore या 1 crore नहीं है, it's 20 lakhs. So 20 lakhs to 3 crore, 2% TDS. 3 crore and above, 5% TDS. I'm repeating, this is the only section where TDS is deducted after the limit. One is this is not only, sorry, 194N और एक है 194Q. If your turnover exceeds to 50 lakh से ऊपर गया, तो on the remaining amount you have to deduct the TDS. ठीक है? Right. All right. If you are a student who has heard this lecture right from the beginning, thank you so much for all the likes. And do keep the live chat also active because I'm putting the question for all of you. Answer is there, but if you can answer, nothing like that. है ना? Chalo. Mr. Harshit is withdrawing 1 crore 10 lakhs from his account. So 1 crore pe to no TDS and 10 lakhs pay 2%. That is 20,000. Pranav has withdrawn 90 lakhs cash throughout the year. No TDS under 194N because 1 crore ka limit cross nahi hua. ABC is a cooperative society. They have withdrawn 2 crore 70 lakhs. You can sometimes get in exam 270 lakhs also. So 2 crore and 70 lakhs. Okay? Nil. Since the withdrawal does not exceed 3 crore, it's a cooperative society, no applicability of 194N. XYZ cooperative society has withdrawn 3 crore 10 lakhs. So 3 crore tak, nothing. 10 lakhs pay 20%. That's 20,000. Vaibhav 2 crore 10 lakhs. Vaibhav has withdrawn 2 crore 10 lakhs. Okay. So up to 1 crore, no problem. Beyond that 1 crore and 10 lakh, 2% TDS. Clear to all of you? Right? TDS kitna deduct hoga? So bank will deduct the TDS and pay to government, and remaining amount they will pay to the person who has withdrawn. Now, next is A Limited. It's a company, and the company has withdrawn cash 1 crore 5 lakhs. So what's the limit for company? All the SSCs, the limit is 1 crore. So 5 lakh which is withdrawn, above this it will be 2%. Okay? Now DEF is a partnership firm and they have withdrawn 90 lakhs. Actually on 90 lakhs, 194N is not applicable. But I told you from here, these people are defaulters. So 20 lakhs tak, no TDS. 20 to 90, next 70 lakhs, TDS is 2%. Is my speed fine or not? Are you all following? Yes? Right. Varun. Okay. For Varun, 1 crore 20 lakhs. First 20 lakhs, no TDS because he's a defaulter. 20 to 1 crore, 80 lakhs pay 2%. Next 1 crore के ऊपर जो 20 lakhs है उस पे 5%. Total 2,60,000 TDS. Rakesh has withdrawn 45 lakhs. He's a defaulter. Actually on 45 lakhs 194N is not applicable. It's applicable above 1 crore. But 45 lakhs na, तो 20 lakhs छोड़ दो. Next 25 lakhs 2%. PQR is a cooperative society. Till 3 crore you leave. But if it is a defaulter, then the exemption for not deducting the TDS is only 20 lakhs. So 20 lakhs ke baad, 20 lakhs till 3 crore, 280 lakhs pay 2%. And 3 crore ke upar, 30 lakhs ke upar 5%. That's all for this. Take your time. I have explained. This is my own made table. You'll not find it elsewhere. If you like it, write it. I can make a flowchart also for this, but I feel this better way. Flowchart बिल्कुल बना सकते हैं कि defaulter के लिए ये है. That same flowchart I have made in the table form. Of course, you can make a flowchart. You want me to make a flowchart, then I will do that. Please, फिर अलग अलग पढ़ने से और confuse हो जाओगे, इसीलिए I have made a table. Okay. For all SSCs, the limit is 2 crore. But for defaulter, for all SSCs, limit is 2 crore. Cooperative society 3 crore. But for defaulter, what is the limit? 20 lakhs. Even if you're a cooperative society and you're a defaulter, 20 lakhs to 3 crore, this will be the TDS. Okay? The reason of putting up these amendment lectures right in January is you have 3 months for the CA exam, 4 months for the CMA exam. Repeatedly watch this video to get a good grip on the amendments. And then when RTPs, MTPs will come for amendments, definitely we'll solve all the problems. Okay? Chalo. Next amendment is, it's not an amendment now, it's an addition. 194BA is added. We all know that from this year, online gaming, ये ना एक बड़ा अलग ही business चल रहा है. Earlier it was not legal, now it's all made, you know. Like in cricket also, there are so many apps nowadays where online you can do those games. और क्या खेलते हैं? PUBG. There are gamers who are working actually, and this is all up एक business ही है. So whatever is your income on online games, it is taxable flat at the rate of 30% under section 115BBJ. Okay, and this is covered in the casual income. So all the rules of casual income are applicable. No deduction, no set off, no basic exemption, other losses you cannot set off. Whatever you get income from online gaming, it will be taxable under income from other sources. Okay, right. 1 second, dear students. Just 1 minute. Just please wait 2 minutes. Yeah, please check the example. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you for waiting. चलो साथ में करते हैं. So this is clear that online gaming is going to be taxable. See last time like this very important amendment. Sure, I will do one thing. इसमें ना last year के amendment भी इसी के साथ ही I will add it at the back of this PDF only, like virtual digital asset. That's also going to be taxable, right, from this year. So in the same way, this is also taxable. Any person responsible for paying any income by way of winning, TDS will be deducted at the rate of 30% at the end of the year. You know, gaming is like continuous. आज इतना जीते कल इतना जीते तो रोज रोज कहाँ 100 rupees 200 rupees, no. At the end of the year, whatever is the income, TDS is deducted. In case there's a withdrawal from user account during financial year, tax would be deducted at the time of such withdrawal on net winnings. Okay, not whatever price you get, whatever is the net winning, on that TDS is deducted. In addition, tax would also be deducted on the remaining amount of net winning in the user account. So many times the user is saying, no, my winnings also let it be there only. I don't want to withdraw and take it home. Again, I may pay the membership and again I will be eligible for another game like that. Still, at the end of the year, whatever is the net winning you have given to a gamer, on that 30% TDS is to be deducted. When net winnings are wholly in kind or partly in cash and partly in kind, but such part of cash is not sufficient to meet, then the person responsible for releasing the winning shall ensure that TDS has to be. This was there in lottery and all also. Suppose the way you get the lottery is you get 2 tickets, plane tickets, and stay in a 5-star property of Udaipur. हाँ, ताज होटल में आपको मिला है. Okay, now this is not cash. See, this benefit is of 5 lakh rupees. This is not cash. This you have received in count as a voucher. Then on 5 lakh, 30%, 1,50,000, whoever is the benefit receiver, we are giving you the tickets and we are giving you the stay in the 5-star property of Taj Group in Udaipur. And this winning, this prize which you have won is for 5 lakh, but 30% is the TDS to be deducted, and we should give you the benefit of 3,50,000. But we are giving you the benefit of 5 lakh. So 1,50,000 you pay cash, we will deposit, and then this 5 lakh benefit is yours. Shall I repeat or clear to all of you? I have to give 5 lakh benefit to you, and TDS is to be deducted from the recipient only, and we are the deductor who pay to government. That all is basic concept, we all know. But if the benefit is in kind, you have won a washing machine or a mobile phone or laptop like that, then suppose if it is of 5 lakh rupees, on that 30%, 1 lakh 50,000 to TDS says, so you should get the benefit of 3,50,000, but we are giving you the benefit of 5 lakh. So 30% cash is to be received and paid. That is to be ensured by the deductor. And GST will not be, see, GST is never a part of TDS, though every now and then, every section they are putting 194I for rent also. On rent, TDS is deducted, but rent ke niche jo GST add kiya hai, on that TDS is not there. So, TDS on winning from online games and all is taxable, and TDS is to be deducted at 194BA at the rate of 30% on the net winnings withdrawn. If not withdrawn, even if they are lying in the account, still it is to be deducted. Okay? Right. Chalo. A small amendment is there in 194A. 194 nahi, 192A. Next to salary, we do this, that if there is a premature withdrawal of provident fund, okay, above 50,000, then it is going to be taxable at the rate of 10%. But earlier, if the employee is not furnishing the details of TDS, then TDS was deducted at MMR. What is MMR? 30% maximum marginal rate. That is reduced now to 20%. I want to repeat, 192A says, if there's see, generally whatever you withdraw from RPF and all on maturity, ma'am, it is exempt. You've already explained that provident fund wala table. So maturity pe to exempt hai, unless it is URPF, है ना? Right. But ये कैसे होगा ना कि if you withdraw more than 50,000 and it's a premature withdrawal, 5 साल के अंदर and all other conditions are there. If you withdraw, then TDS is going to be deducted at 10%. Employee, you need to give the PAN ki kahan kaat ke kahan we should deposit. If you don't give the PAN, earlier TDS was deducted at 30%. Now it is 20% if PAN is not there. Last amendment in the TDS TCS, and then we will close. But I am again requesting, if I miss out, you send me a message. I will add to financial year 23-24 के पीछे 22-23 के amendments which are equally important. है ना? चलो, right. TCS, tax collected at source. What is tax collected at source? If 100 rupees I am receiving the payment, I will collect from you. TDS तो उसी में से कट जाता है 99. Here I will take from you 101 rupees, 1 rupee. I will collect tax at source and pay to government. That's the concept of TCS. Now in this, TCS is applicable for some goods and all, motor car or काफी सारे all parking lots and all, right? If you remember. So this is related to overseas tour package. OTP it is called. It's not one-time password. It's overseas tour package. Okay. So now there are some amendments here and they are in the middle of the year. 1st October 2023 से हैं. Easy है, पहले जैसा ही है. Only amendment I feel is in the tour package. That's why I've given it first. But ma'am, फिर ये इतना बड़ा table क्यों दिया है? To revise everything. It's a package वाला topic ना. तो अगर एक bit में change हुआ है तो पूरा link करके you have to revise. So I've given little extra notes. Okay? चलो. Where it provides for collection of tax by every person who is an authorized dealer. You give rupees and they convert it into baht and dollars and other currency and they give you. Okay. Under the LRS scheme of the RBI for overseas remittance from a buyer. So a buyer is going to a currency exchanger authorized dealer and he's saying, yellow rupees 1 lakh and you give me the dollars or whatever, right? In that case, where the amount is for purchase of overseas tour package program. Overseas tour packages, lodging, boarding, stay, sightseeing, sub include karke. I want to go to Switzerland for a 15 days trip. Now I have booked it for 5 lakhs. So 5 lakhs, when I pay to the authorized dealers and get it converted, they will collect extra money in the form of TCS from me on 5 lakh and pay it to government. Give me a certificate. I can pay that much tax less when I file my return. This is the concept. So in case of overseas tour package, 5% of the amount without any limit. पहले कैसे था? Whatever is overseas tour package, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 7 lakh, कोई limit नहीं था. Whatever amount you are giving to authorized dealer to convert it, and you are buying foreign currency, SSE is buying foreign currency for his foreign trips, then 5% TCS was collected extra. Now, from 1st October 2023, they say if you are converting 7 lakhs tak, तो 5% TCS रहेगा. Beyond 7 lakhs, whatever your package is going, it will be 20%. Let us write an example here only. Suppose I have taken 10 lakh package for USA, overseas tour package I have taken of 10 lakh rupees for USA, and I need to pay to the authorized dealers in dollars. So up to 7 lakh, TCS will be 5%. On the remaining 3 lakh, it will be 20% from 1st October 2023 onwards. Is it clear to all of you? चलें साथ में? Yeah. Remittance for the purpose of education or medical treatment or for any other purpose up to 5 lakh. See, you have taken loan or you are sending your son for further education to Canada, America, kahin pe, and for that or for medical treatment, some medical treatment ke liye the patient, the attendant, their traveling expenses, they're staying up to 7 lakh rupees, no TCS. Ma'am, then 7 lakh is not applicable here? No. Overseas tour package, even if you are taking for 2 lakh rupees for a 2-day Bangkok trip, still TCS will be collected 5% up to 7 lakhs. Beyond 7 lakhs, 20%. It's a luxury, to go out of India and do this touring. That's why. But when the withdrawal is for the purpose of education, medical treatment, or for any other purpose, up to 7 lakhs, other than overseas tour package, तो 7 lakhs तक कोई नहीं है. Remittance for the purpose of education and medical in excess of 7 lakh, 5%. In excess of 7 lakh, 5%, about 20. ये सिर्फ यहाँ पे amendment है. If you want, you can circle this in your material. I hope you all are having hard copy and then watching this video. It's like a Guru Dakshina, a promise. When a teacher says, take a printout and study, take. Trust me. Okay, no TCS up to 7 lakhs. Remittance for the purpose other than education and medical in excess of 7 lakhs. Okay? अगर आप medical or education के लिए नहीं, कोई और purpose के लिए if you are withdrawing, then 5% of the amount in excess of 7 lakhs. Yeah? And now, from 1st October 2023, above 7 lakhs, if you are withdrawing for any purpose, be it other than education and medical, then it is 20%. Education and medical, as on today also. See, that's why I've written common in both. I'm again repeating. Education और medical के लिए चाहिए आज भी, अक्टूबर के पहले भी, अक्टूबर के बाद भी, till 7 lakh nil, above 7 lakh 5%. But if you are withdrawing for any other purpose, then above 7 lakhs 5% earlier, now it is 20%. Okay. Now, last one is if the remittance is loan obtained from any financial institute under section 80E. 80E may, you remember, you get a deduction for education loans interest for 8 years like that for pursuing any education in excess of 7 lakhs, then it's same 0.5% in excess of 7 lakhs and be zero, no change. There's emotion, no? You're taking loan and that loan you are paying, you're sending your children to study, or 80E में वो loan का interest का deduction also you are taking. then TCS will be up to 7 lakhs. No TCS, up to 7 lakhs. Beyond 7 lakhs, it is 0.5%. I know thoda sa technical hai. Many of you will be, I really feel as a teacher, I don't know it's good or not to be so honest, but that's what Dipti ma'am is. I'll tell you, it's always like class would be motivating if I can take all the chota amendments. Salary mein, leave salary ka limit 3 lakhs se 25 lakhs ho gaya hai. RFA, छोटे बड़े interesting hai. But if you are pausing the video or if you are closing the video, if you are running from here, that will not help. पहले ही जंबोस को खा जाना है. And the reason is just January right now. The reason of doing these amendment lectures right now is you have solid good time to watch it repeatedly, and please comment below, ma'am, can you give more examples for this? I will make a separate video for 194N and this 206 वाला. ठीक है? कैश विड्रॉल का चले साथ में. फिर से एक बार देखो. Today also, if you have taken education loan and you are paying interest, which is deductible in 80E, right? Then up to 7 lakh, no TCS. Beyond 7 lakh, सिर्फ 0.5%. ये हो गया. Clear? अब, if you have taken the remittance for education and medical purpose, up to 7 lakhs, nil. Beyond 7 lakh, 5%. This is 5%, this is 0. These two are clear? Right. Now, if you have taken remittances other than education and medical, then up to 30th September, above 7 lakhs, it was 5%. October ke baad, above 7 lakhs, it is 20%. Clearly, I have written, ma'am, up to 7 lakhs. No. 7 lakh tak sab jagah exempted. See, remittance for the purpose of education and medical up to 7 lakhs, nil. Beyond 7 lakhs, here 5%, here 20%. Acha, beyond 7 lakhs for medical and education, 5%. Beyond 7 lakhs for education loan, 0.5%. So this much amendment is not there. Amendment is here. If you take overseas tour package, then whatever you withdraw, 7 lakh to bhul jao, 70,000 or whatever, 5% was the tax collected at source till September 23. And if you withdraw after that for overseas tour package, then 5% up to 7 lakhs, and beyond 7 lakhs, it's 20%. Right? Surely we can put this up in a flowchart form. Let me know if the table is clear or you want a flowchart. Then we can make a flowchart also. I'm not making it today. I'll surely take one more lecture. If you say 206C 1G withdrawal, overseas tour package, पहले ये अलग से देख लो. Overseas tour package, whatever currency you are exchanging as a buyer with authorized dealer, 5% TCS. September के बाद 7 lakh तक 5%, beyond 7 lakh 20%. Are you repaying the education loan? 0.5% above 7 lakh. Are you taking the money for education, paying the school college fees, not loan, but education or medical? Up to 7 lakh, nil. Beyond that, 5%. No change October ke baad. If you are remitting money other than education, other than medical, for other reasons, like ना घूमने जा रहे हैं और ना मेडिकल और एजुकेशन है, कोई और रीजन के लिए यू आर रेमिटिंग, देन अप टू 7 lakhs, nil. 7 lakhs के beyond 5%, beyond 7 lakhs it's 20%. I am again repeating, highlight is overseas tour package. Yeah, surely please look for my magic of series, logic series. I take it every Saturday, and one Saturday surely I'll give you one more flowchart. But पहले इसको ऐसे ही clear करते हैं, ठीक है? And waiting for more examples for this. Whenever we get RTP MTPs from that, because that's the one which they give updated one, that only they are asking in the exam also. Okay. तो जैसे एग्जाम्पल्स आएंगे हम उसके साथ कर लेंगे इसको सॉल्व. Yeah. Shall I take a test like that today? Today, let us take today as 31st December 2023. You are withdrawing 8 lakh rupees for education loan purpose. So 7 lakhs tak to nil hai. On the next 1 lakh, 0.5%. If you are taking this for education or medical and all, so 7 lakhs tak to nil hai. 1 lakh pe not 0.55%. Ye do ho gaye. Now, if you are taking for any other purpose, okay, then whatever you have withdrawn in excess of 7 lakhs, okay, till 7 lakhs so it is nil. 7 lakhs के beyond जो है वो सीधा 20% लग जाएगा. Okay, and now suppose you have taken today overseas tour package on December 23, 8 lakhs. 7 lakh tak 5%, 1 lakh pay 20%. Overseas tour package exemption of 7 lakh is not there. Okay, so this is the way with example we can do. 7 lakh is the combined limit for all the remittances through all the dealers. Yet RBI is coming up कि मैम पता कैसे चलेगा, ये डीलर से मुथूट से जाके ले लिया 8 लाख रुपए, उससे ले लिया 6 लाख, तो बोलेगा 6 lakh तो less than 7 lakh, no, don't collect TCS. अरे but 8 and 6 is 14. So from all the dealers this is like yearly limit 7 lakhs. Yeah, no TCS shall be applicable on expenditure through international credit card. Credit card के ऊपर TCS नहीं है. This is when you are exchanging it through an authorized dealers. Authorized dealer means those who have got permission with RBI for exchange. Overseas tour package include visit of the country, travel, stay, all expenses. TCS collected at above rate at the time of debiting the amount paid by buyer or at the time of receipt of the currency, whichever is earlier, जो भी जब भी you do this transaction. Okay, so that's all for the two important amendments in 194N and 206. TDS and TCS में two important amendments with examples. You want a flowchart, you want examples for the TCS, just comment below next Saturday. Today Saturday 7 p.m. we are doing magic of logic, but a different topic. But definitely I'll cover up every Saturday half an hour. I teach the concept. Ma'am, we are looking your revision videos. We are checking your amendment videos. Why we should check magic of logic? Magic of logic is like interest on loan and house property. If that point goes wrong, students are losing marks. So there are few concepts which are very important and you need to cover it up in a repeated way. That's what is covered in 15 to 20 minutes. Even virtual digital asset, last year's amendment, I have made notes. Chale saath mein, shall we do now chotu sa amendment in the heads of income. To start with, the first head we are taking is income from salary. ठीक है? Income from salary, we know all the retirement benefits are there and all the limits are also there. The retirement benefits, the limits and क्या बोले इसको, सब गवर्नमेंट लिमिट सबके है ना, 20 lakhs and 5 lakhs and 25 lakhs. In my Sarthi taxation compiler, I have made a table for all the limits together so that it's very easy for you to revise it one day before exam, right? So now here, leave encashment, leave away, less leave at the credit, 10 months average salary. Here, the government limit is increased from 3 lakh to 25 lakhs from this financial year. Okay, right. Next, a very important amendment, and this will change all your answers. If you have solved earlier salary question and RFA का amount आपने अगर last year का लिया है तो वो change हो जाएगा. Let us see what is the change. RFA was that rent-free accommodation which is provided by the company. So in case of government employees, it's as per rule. See, there's change only this much. But then I have given everything so that you revise and solve the problems correctly. Without fail, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Monday onwards, live revision series. It's not recorded and uploaded. It's live, chapter wise revision classes are starting. When I do salary, I'll show you how this will impact the problem. Right now, today, you digest and learn the provision. So earlier we were doing through 2001 Sensex, the population wala calculation. Now we all know 130 crore population अब बहुत बढ़ चुकी है. So these limits have been changed. If the house is owned by employer, up to 15 lakhs population hai, so rent free accommodation is 5% of the salary. If the population is 15 to 40 lakhs, there it was 20 or 25 lakhs and all, but अब तो यही याद रखो आप, 15 to 40 lakhs, 7.5%. If the population is above 40 lakhs, nothing given in the exam, you have to take this. If the population of the town or the city exceeds 40 lakhs, rent-free accommodation earlier was 15% of salary. Now it's going to be 10% of salary. Not 15, 10% of salary. ठीक है? Right. If house is not owned by employer, then earlier it was 15%. अगर घर employer का नहीं है, company का नहीं है, company is also paying the rent. Then rent paid by the company, lease rent paid by the company, or 15% of salary till last year. Now 10%. 10% of salary or lease rent, whichever is lower. बस इतना चाहिए. I'm again saying nothing given. RFA, earlier you were taking 15% of salary. Now you take it 10% of salary. Because we assume the population wherever they give the problem is above 40 lakhs. Hai na? Right. Rest all is same, but I have given for revision. If the house is furnished, then whatever is the cost of furniture provided by employer, sofas and ACs and dining table and microwave, 10% of the original cost, not WD, will be the perquisite for employee. Or if the employer has taken AC, cupboard, sofa also on the rent, then whatever is the rent paid by the company, that will be taxable as perquisite. Please don't write here whichever is lower. Blindly nahi karna hai. Logic se karo. If the furniture is owned by employer, then original cost of the furniture ka 10% will be the perquisite. If the say employer is paying 500 per month as rent of the furniture, 500 into 12, 6,000 rent will be perquisite for employee. This is for the furnished part. If there is no furniture, only this. Now when they say take 15% of the salary earlier, now it is 10% of the salary. Salary's definition for rent-free accommodation purpose is basic, DA, if considered. You know, if DA, whatever you receive 1,000 rupees per month is taxable. But if they say 60% is considered for retirement benefit, take 600. So basic salary plus DA plus bonus plus commission plus fees. All the taxable allowance. Say you have received children education allowance 5,000, but exempt is 100 per month per child for 2 children and all. So whatever is the taxable part of the allowance and any other monetary benefit, but it does not include. This is very important, dear students. So I am revising. You may get a problem from house property or not. We don't know. But whether it is CMA exam or CA exam, 8 marks ka exclusive problem comes from salary chapter. And the pumping heart of the salary chapter is RFA. Comment below if you want to solve at least 2-3 good problems with the new rate. I will take exclusive half-an-hour class for that. Yes, right. See, I'm here to give everything. But when that inquisitiveness, that hunger comes from student that we want, we are understanding the way you teach, can you solve more problems? Definitely, I'll do it. Definitely. Okay? Right. So what's the definition of salary for RFA, rent-free accommodation? Basic, DA, bonus, commission, fees, all the other taxable allowance. Okay? But it does not include DA, which is not forming part of retirement benefit. employer's contribution to PF. Sometimes we contribute RPF में 18%, but you can contribute only 12%. So 6% is taxable. But will you take that taxable for RFA calculation? No. Interest under recognized provident fund is exempt 9.5%. But suppose you have paid 15%. So the difference is taxable. But for RFA purpose, don't take PF, don't take perquisites. You know what are perquisites? Medical facility, ये वो जो भी है वो सब कुछ नहीं लेना है आपको, ठीक है ना? Right. And here, if the accommodation is not owned by the employer or he is not paying rent, but it is in hotel. When there are transfers from one city to another, then up to 15 days hotel rent paid by the company for employee is exempt. Beyond that, 24% of the salary for relevant period or actual charges, whichever is lower. Other than the provided for a period not exceeding 15 days. 15 दिन तक no problem. But if company is providing hotel rent for 40 days stay of an employee, कुछ प्रोजेक्ट के लिए आई सेंड यू टू अ रिमोट प्लेस, नासिक के पास छोटा सा गांव, छोटा एक होटल या कुछ है, वो रूम्स वहां पे आप रह रहे हैं, तो 40 days you are staying there. So first 15 days no problem. The remaining 25 days के लिए 24% of the salary for that part where you have stayed, 24% of the salary for that period, the relevant period you have stayed for 3 months or whatever, will be taken as perquisite. Ma'am, is this amendment? No. Only amendment is RFA rent-free accommodation highest rate used to be 15%. Now it is 10%. Yes? Right. I'm again saying, dear students, hope you all are comfortable by way I teaches. I always take the technical part first. That's why I started with jumbos. पहले ही हाथी घोड़े खा गए. अब ये छोटे-छोटे amendments are very easy. This one I have written, it's an amendment, but just for reading purpose, it's okay. When there is a transfer from one place to another, this I'll just explain orally. Sometimes a person is shifting from Delhi to Chennai. Then the company is still providing the accommodation in Delhi also because the students are in 10, 12. उनके बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं, रह रहे हैं, and he's shifting to Chennai. So both the RFA will be taxable or both will be exempt, or how? So that question is answered in this. Just understand the logic. I don't think 50 marks paper this much in depth they will ask. If an employee is provided with accommodation on account of transfer from one place to another at the new place while retaining the accommodation at the old place, the value of perquisite shall be determined with reference to only one such accommodation which has lower perquisite value as calculated above for a period not exceeding 90 days. Okay? Up to 90 days, lower of the two will be taxable, your Delhi perquisite or your Chennai perquisite. Thereafter, perquisite shall be charged for both. See, company is giving you accommodation at two places, not कि पहले Delhi में बाद में Chennai में. You have shifted to Chennai, but your family is in Delhi. Company is providing accommodation in Delhi also and Chennai also. So till 90 days, whichever is lower perquisite will be taxable. After that, both will be taxable. Interesting, no? Right. And this fifth one is also an amendment, but frankly speaking, it will not have an impact on the first financial year. It says that whatever perquisite you get multiplied by CII of this year, you all know cost inflation index, 348, divide by CII of the first year when you get the perquisite. Usse perquisite nahi badega, read it for once and leave it. Chalo. Next, we are still in the salary chapter. How many amendments we have seen in salary? Leave salaries limit is increased. RFA rate is decreased from 15 to 10%. And now, this has got an impact on salary and deduction. So, deduction also I have covered here only. Agnipath scheme central government has started so that more and more people should join army. Yeah. It is launched in 2022 for enrollment of Indian youth in the Indian Armed Forces as Agniveers for 4 years. It's a good thing that youth is joining army. So for that purpose, central government is like an employer, and जो youth है, the one who is joining, just I'm giving the name, is like employee. Both of them contribute to अग्निवीर कॉर्पस फंड. एक फंड बनाया. See, I can teach this topic for 50 minutes, 60 minutes, 150 minutes, just to make it very interesting. But I don't know, from years I have been teaching and I know how vast details. So unnecessary, discussing and elaborating things, usse better hai to the point, quality, good knowledge, and you will remember it for exam. Because honestly, it's not good. It's like buttifying these TDS rates, these deductions rate, these basic exemption surcharge. So don't go into extra things is my suggestion. As an inquisitive, you want to learn, you can learn 1 hour lecture also for this Agniveer Corpus Fund. Okay, let me go again. Central government is like an employer. They are contributing to Agniveer Corpus Fund. It would form part of salary for the employee. Employee himself will contribute to the Agniveer Corpus Fund. खुद का contribution तो exempted. Whatever employer contributes, employer is saying to the army person, take 100 rupees. This is your salary, and we are putting 20 rupees for you in Agniveer Corpus Fund. Is this 20 rupees income of that employee? Yes. So first it will be added. It will form part of the salary. Now, while computing total income, deduction will be allowed under 80CCH. Ma'am, ये तो नहीं था. 80C था, 80CCC था, 80CCE था. अब ये 80CCH आ गया? Yes. It is started from this year. 80CCH2 is allowed to SSE in respect of contribution of central government, irrespective of the regime opted. Double underline, circle this. Are you going for default tax regime under section 115 BAC? Oh, आपको ना deductions you will not get. 80C, 80D. Oh, very least 80 double J. थोड़ा सा ही deduction मिलता है, which I've already covered in the last lecture. I want to repeat. Whether you are going for 80CCH2, okay, right. So whether you are going for central government's contribution, okay, whatever they contribute, you will get a deduction under 80CCH. Contribution would be included in the salary of the SSE. Thereafter, deduction will be given irrespective of the regime. Clear to all of you? Right. But if you are not filing your return in the default tax regime, you are in the new tax regime, then deduction under 80CCH1 is allowed to the SSE in respect of own contribution of the employee only in the normal tax regime, not in the default tax regime. बात समझ में आ रही है? If you are filing your return in the default tax regime for your own contribution, you will not get a deduction. But central government's contribution, the deduction will be given at both the places. Just read it 2 minutes. I'll be back and then we will continue. Very small, simple amendments are there. It will not take much time. Yes, right. अच्छा करो खबर All right. Shall we discuss the gist of this? Agniveer Corpus Fund is a fund where the central government is also contributing the money that is taxable under salary, and deduction will be allowed compulsory under 80CCH2, both whether you are filing your return in default tax regime or the normal tax regime. You come out of the default tax regime, 115 BAC is normal tax regime. And suppose employee himself, that is the youth himself, is also contributing to the Agniveer Corpus Fund, then he will get a deduction under 80CCH1 only in case he comes out of the default tax regime. In default tax regime, 80CCH1 deduction will not be allowed, 2 is allowed. I feel this is very, very important, very, very important. Take your time, check it twice, thrice, and if you have doubt, ask me. See, individual's own contribution as employee, it will be available only if the individual exercises the options of shifting out of the default tax regime. But अगर employer है तो contribution दोनों जगह मिलेगा. It would be included in the salary of SSE. Thereafter, why it's included? Because employer is contributing, so it is taxable, and then you get a deduction. ठीक है? That's all for changes in the salary. Once again, limit of salaries changed from 3 lakh to 25 lakhs. Rent-free accommodation, now it's not 15%, it's 10% of salary, highest. And Agniveer Corpus Fund, whatever employer is contributing, add it in salary as perquisite 17(1) May, and then get a deduction under 80CCH2. And whatever employee himself is contributing, that's not income, but deduction will be allowed only if they file the return under than 115 BAC. Now comes business head. This is not all an amendment. There's a very small amendment just for revision I have given on. Preliminary expenses under section 35D. I should have written 35D. We all know when the company is formed, we prepare the feasibility report, we take the SIN number, DIN number, director's number, prospectus. So all these are the expenses, legal expenses, feasibility report, printing, brokerage, this, that, articles, memorandum drafting. These are all preliminary expenses. So up to 5% of the cost of the project. And in case of companies, 5% of the cost of project or 5% of capital employed, whichever is beneficial or higher, is deductible as preliminary expenses over 5 years. So if your preliminary expense is 10,000, 1/5, 2,000 is allowed to be deducted every year. Ma'am, this is like a revision. This we have already done. Good that you all know that this is all about 35D. Small thing added in this is rule 6A triple B. It says that a statement containing the particulars of all the above specified expenditure, you need to submit 1 month before due date of filing the return. So 1 month before due date of filing the return, we submit the tax audit, the reports and all. So along with that proof, see, you cannot say, okay, I have incurred some preliminary expenses, I have got printed prospectus, article, memorandum, and claim 1/5. Whatever expenditure you have done, give the proof, give the detail in the statement, the bill number, everything, right? And then it will be allowed. So only proofing is required while you submit the tax audit report 1 month before due date of filing the return. Okay? Right. All right, 44AD and ADA are very popular for presumptive taxation. What is 44AD? If your turnover is up to 2 crore, then on the digital turnover, electronic turnover, 6% of the turnover show as net profit. On your turnover other than digital, cash turnover and all, 8% minimum you show net profit. You don't have to maintain the books under 44AA. You don't have to get it audited under 44AB. Baat khatam. So this was applicable till last year. And if your cash receipts and payment both don't exceed 5%, then instead of 2 crore, this limit was made 10 crore last year. and it is still applicable. If your cash receipts and cash payments does not exceed 5%, means all your business is online, all the payments are coming online, all the payments are going online, then don't maintain books, don't get it audited, just on your turnover, right? Show 6% net profit, and according to that pay the tax and you will be free. This year they added third condition. This 2 crore limit will be 3 crore if the cash receipt does not exceed 5%. Normally, today also the limit is 2 crore. Turnover, if it exceeds 2 crore, you cannot go for presumptive taxation. ठीक है ना? तो turnover अगर 2 crore से exceed हो गया तो you cannot go for presumptive taxation. But if your turnover is up to 3 crore, still you can go for presumptive taxation from this year if your cash receipt does not exceed 5%. मैम व्हाट अबाउट कैश पेमेंट? कैश पेमेंट चलेगा, नो प्रॉब्लम. हाँ, और मैम कैश रिसीट और कैश पेमेंट दोनों अगर 5% हैं तो कैश रिसीट and cash payment both are not exceeding 5%, then up to 10 crore also you can go for 44AD. Followed all of you or not? Same way 44ADA, this is the presumptive taxation limit for professionals. So up to 50 lakhs, if your gross receipts is, just show 50% net profit on the gross receipts and you are free. But instead of 50 lakhs, this limit is increased to 75 lakhs if the cash receipt does not exceed 5%. I think 2 minutes it will take. Let me see if I can open my notebook and give you a picture. One second, dear students. ये जल्दी हो जाएगा. ये देखो. ये magic of logic चल रहा है. This is like tax amendment. I want all of you to write 44AD and 44ADA. चलो हम डिवाइड कर लेते हैं. बहुत जल्दी से लिखेंगे इसको. 44AD and 44ADA. This is for business, small retailers and all. This is for professionals. If your turnover is up to 2 crore, then digital turnover, जो भी आपका electronic turnover है, how much net profit you have to show? 6% on the turnover. Cash turnover जो भी है, how much net profit you have to show? 8% of the turnover. Then no 44AA books maintain नहीं करना है, no 44AB audit नहीं करवाना. Clear है? Ma'am, this was the old provision. Now this turnover limit is increased instead of 2 crore to 3 crore if cash receipts are less than or up to 5% of the turnover. Cash receipts है ही नहीं, negligible है. This turnover limit up to 10 crore if cash receipts and cash payments दोनों less than 5% of turnover है. तो up to 10 crores you can go for 44AD, no problem. Now let us go to 44ADA. These are for professionals, chartered accountants, lawyers and all. If their gross receipts is up to 50 lakhs, then just show net profit 50% of the gross receipts. For professionals it's 50%. Then same, no 44AA, no 44AB books maintain नहीं करना है, audit नहीं करवाना है, no problem. Yeah, right. Now here, if the cash receipts are less than 5% of the gross receipts, यहाँ turnover नहीं होगा because these people are professionals. They don't sell, they give services. So if the gross receipts is hardly 5% in cash, rest all is received in bank, then gross receipt less than 50 lakhs की जगह कितना हो जाएगा? 75 lakhs. Clear to all of you? This third one is not applicable for 44 ADA. Take your time, check it, and let me know if this is clear to all of you or not. I don't know, I'm like teaching since years, but I take feedback from all your comments. So comment below if this is really clear, this is really helpful, and take the notes, but still write this way also. It will be very clear to all of you. ठीक है ना? But I feel one thing was I should have not started with TDS, TCS amendment. We should have gone headwise. Then it would have been interesting. ठीक है? So instead of business head, instead of 50 lakhs, 75 lakhs, 44 ADA, 44 AD, instead of 2 crore, 3 crore. अगर cash receipts are less than 5%, payments की बात ही नहीं हो रही. And preliminary expenses, you want to claim 1/5 deduction 35D for 5 years, show us the proof. Before due date of filing the return, give the proof. ठीक है? So that's all for business head. Yeah, 43B is there. Yes, I missed out. Let me see how much is there, because some other schedule is also there. Will it take a lot of time? Yeah, 15-20 minutes and we'll be done with. We'll do it then. Sure. Yeah, we all know micro or small and medium size enterprise development. A lot of activities are there. Udyam, they call it. You have to register for the Udyam. So MSMEs and all. Okay. Now, we all, first of all, do you remember what is 43B? Whatever expenses are outstanding and covered under 43B, like taxes and interest and all, you should pay it before due date of filing the return. Otherwise, what people will do is interest to outstanding interest, salary to outstanding, income tax, GST, sub outstanding kar karke, they will inflate expense, reduce profit, pay less tax. When are you going to pay outstanding? After 3 years. Not allowed. So 43B says few payments are allowed if they are outstanding, if you pay them before due date of filing the return. Otherwise, that expense will be disallowed. If you pay them in 2025, that year it will be allowed. Added to this is, if I am a buyer and I am making payment to MSMEs, and if there is an agreement between me and MSME from whom I am buying the goods, I should pay it before the due date or at the most 45 days if there is agreement. If there is no agreement, I should pay them within 15 days from the transaction. If I pay them after 3 months, that expense, that purchases will be disallowed for me now. Let me share everything with an example. It will be very clear to all of you. ठीक है? चलो साथ में करते हैं. पूछो क्या डाउट है? Yeah, I'll just give an example that will make it more clear. In payment made by the buyer, we are the buyer, we are buying the goods from MSME. In case of agreement, before due date agreed between them, not exceeding 45 days के अंदर payment कर देना है, or due date. In case no agreement is there between me and MSME, then payment allowed, if any, within 15 days from the date of purchase. If payment made after the due date, it will not be allowed this year, but it will be allowed next year. 43B. Like Raj purchased 50,000 goods from Cableco on 13th March. And if there is an agreement within 45 days max, you have to pay or due date. So it was in agreement कि payment 14th April के पहले करना है. 13th March you have purchased and you paid it on 10th of April. Deduction is allowed. If the payment is made on 25th April, agreement time is over and after that you are paying, okay, then the deduction is not allowed. Ma'am, but if there is no agreement, ye rehta hi nahi, then 15 days from the date of the transaction, if there is no agreement, whatever payment you make within 15 days of the purchases, you have to make the payment. Then the purchase is allowed as expense, otherwise disallowed now, allowed next year. Chalo. Capital gain, very small amendment is there. One, the latest CII cost inflation index, For 23-24 is 348. So all the sums you have to solve into 348 divided by 100 or whatever is the CI. But 348 is the CI. Okay, one new section. See, I have prepared a Magic of Logic series video for age of the asset. In that very important addition we have made, that is capital gain arising from transfer of market linked debentures. You'll know what are debentures? Market linked debentures with the value of which fluctuates every day, and units of specified mutual fund. Whenever you transfer it, it will be short-term capital gain and it will be taxable at normal rate, normal slab rates and all, not short-term capital gain on listed shares, which is 15%, long-term capital gain 10%. तो क्या change हुआ है सिर्फ that if you are having assets under the capital gain chapter in the form of market linked debentures or specified mutual funds, even if you transfer it after 3 years or 4 years, whatever capital gain you get, it will be short term because it's fluctuating every day and it is short term, so it will be taxable at slab rates. What are market linked debentures? A security which has underlying principal in the form of debt and the returns are linked with market. They have invested in the market. Or mutual fund where more than 35% of total proceed is invested in equity shares. However, the percentage of equity holding held in respect of specified shall be computed with reference to. ये कुछ है. अब इसका definition print है, मैंने भी दिया है आपको. But only thing you remember for exam and for your knowledge is if they are market linked debentures or if they are specified. Oh, now what is specified mutual fund? That they will specify. So if they are specified mutual fund or market linked debentures, then these, whenever you sell, the age will always be short term capital gain. ठीक है? Right. Next amendment. Cost of acquisition and improvement will not include deduction in respect of interest which you have claimed in house property. In house property, do we claim interest? Current year's interest and pre-construction? Yes. Above 1,50,000 or 2 lakh, do we claim in 80 EE and EA? Yes. If the loan is less than 35 lakhs, तो ये ना सब interest का deduction लिया है. This same deduction you cannot include in cost of improvement. I'll give an example for this. Suppose a house is purchased for 10 lakhs on loan and say 1 lakh rupees we have paid interest. But 1 lakh rupees interest on housing loan is already deducted under self-occupied house property and loss is claimed. Now, if this house I have sold it for 50 lakhs. So what the SSEs are doing is 10 lakh ka ghar tha, interest bhi to lagana. The interest is added to the cost. So are we taking a double deduction for the interest? Yes, this is not allowed. Already when I took housing loan, principal I deducted in ATC. Interest I deducted here. Either in the house property और 80 EE&A. अब वो interest के deduction आप अलग से करना. 80 EEBs for electronic vehicle interest and all that. ठीक है? So already interest is deducted. Then here while selling the house, you will deduct the cost only 10 lakhs and not 11 lakhs. Clear to all of you? Right. Am I going fast or all clear? I didn't think so. It's, I think, more than 1.5 hours we are going good. Even my lunch is delayed. ठीक है. But ये कभी भी लो, ये ऐसे ही पढ़ना है पूरा एक साथ. Repeatedly watch this when I cover this in the revision lecture, chapter wise, starting from Monday. If you subscribe, you will get a notification that we are live and you can join. Definitely, I'm going to cover up all this with problems also. But because you are doing it for the first time, you need to revise it. ठीक है ना? Next. 54 F के exemption क्या है? You all remember? What is 54 and what is 54F? Yeah, 54 is sell the house, buy the house. You get exemption from capital gain. 54F is sell anything, jewelry, plot, anything other than house and buy the house. So now they have put an upper limit of 10 crore. Otherwise, my capital gain is say 70 crore and I have purchased the new house for 80 crore. I'm not paying any tax. So now they said, no, we want you to pay capital gain tax, and the upper limit of exemption for the household house purchased, jewelry and property sold in 54F and house purchased, the upper limit will be 10 crore. ठीक है? Right. And last amendment in the capital gain is conversion of gold into e-gold receipt. And vice versa will not attract capital gain. Okay. This is to promote electronic. See, we all know that there is so much of gold, but people are not declaring. So they are saying declare your gold and convert it into e-gold receipt. So the physical gold, when you are converting into e-gold, it's a transfer but exempt under section 46 capital gain. Again, when you want to sell it, that e-gold you convert in physical gold, again this transfer is exempt. But if gold outrightly I sell to XYZ person, will I have to pay the capital gain? Yes. From the original date, the date I converted this gold into e-gold, no capital gain. E-gold back to physical gold, no capital gain. But when I sell it, yes, capital gain will be there. Okay. The capital gain amendments this times are very important for small case studies. Chalo. Income from other sources, I have given this like a jargon. If you are feeling कि इतना बड़ा मैम ने क्या दे दिया है, तो amendment बहुत छोटा ही है, but I wanted you to cover it in depth, so I have given. We all know that whatever amount we receive on the maturity of the LIC is exempt under section 1010D. This reminds me that now all the exemptions are taken like a deduction. So even while computing the total income, section 10AA and all take it as a deduction, okay, from the gross total income. So now on LIC maturity, whatever amount you receive generally is exempt along with bonus and all, except keyman insurance policy. Keyman insurance policy, it's taxable under, if as an employer I am receiving, it will be taxable for me as business income. If keyman insurance is received by employee, salary mein tax hoga. Keyman ka amount is received by family members of deceased employee, income from other source. तो इसको छोड़ देते हैं. Now, today we are going to separate the normal life insurance and the unit linked life insurance. So unit linked life insurance policies are treated as capital assets since last year. 22-23 financial year said unit linked insurance policy are treated as capital asset, and if the single premium exceeds 2,50,000 or too many policies put together, the premium exceeds 2,50,000, then amount received on maturity will be taxable under capital gain chapter. ULIP, unit linked insurance policy. It is treated as capital asset. On maturity, amount received is exempt normally. But if the single premium of ULIP exceeds 2,50,000 or 3-4 ULIPs put together, the premium exceeds 2,50,000 yearly, then on maturity, this will be treated as capital gain. Whatever amount you receive, less whatever is the premium you have paid, the difference profit will be treated as capital gain. Now, to compute the capital gain, there are a lot of guidelines given this year in the amendment and all, but those guidelines are not important, so I'm not going to take it in detail. Okay, right. Now, directly first I want to go with the fourth point. Fourth point says any LIP. I want all of you to add here other than ULIP. ULIP को छोड़ के any other LIC, if the single premium exceeds 5 lakhs or all the policy premium put together exceeds 5 lakh, then on maturity, whatever amount you get, it will be taxable under income from other sources. और इस पे ना TDS भी लगेगा. I think TDS is 194 DA if I'm not wrong. 1% above 1 lakh लगता है ना, तो TDS भी लगेगा. Confuse, then pause and listen again. Whatever amount whatever amount is withdrawn, whatever amount you receive on the maturity of life insurance policy, it's exempt. But if the premium amount single or put together exceeds 5 lakh, 5 lakh is the limit for normal policy. This year also 2,50,000 is the limit for ULIP. सबका limit 5 lakh नहीं हो गया. Normally when I teach it, these are the revision classes. When I taught in the regular classes also, students are, ma'am, all 5 lakh. No, ULIP ka limit, if it exceeds 2,50,000 single premium or for all policy, it will be taxable as capital asset, capital gain. Other policy exceeding 5 lakh, okay, income from other sources, section 56(2)(8). Ma'am, then what about this? This we have done in depth in ATC deduction, that if you have taken a policy before 2012, your premium up to 20% of the sum assured. What is sum assured? Policy value ka 20% only you will get deduction under ATC. But if you have paid premium, 1 lakh की policy लिया, sum assured, maturity value is 1 lakh, and you have paid 40,000 premium, then this amount is also going to be taxable. I mean, these kind of policies are taxable under income from other sources. After 12, up to 10% of the sum assured, ATC deduction. But if the premium exceeds 10%, on maturity also, whole amount is taxable, and premium ATC ka deduction will also be up to 10%. This part in detail I have discussed in ATC deductions. And if it is for handicapped after 1/4/2013, then see, now already these things only remembering is little typical and it requires effort for student. Then I don't want you all to go into the guidelines and read 8-10 pages ki maturity itni hai to itni hai. I have summed up all those guidelines in point below. I'll tell you. See, if amount is received on sum received on death of a person, it's not taxable. These LICs are all taxable if the amount is received by the insured himself on maturity. If they are received after on the death and all by other people, it's not going to be taxable. Same for calculating sum assured, don't include the value of the premium which are returned or bonus. See, when you are checking 20% of sum assured, 10% and all, don't include the bonus. But bonus, when it is received, it will be taxable. I want to repeat, when you are saying premium up to 20% of sum assured and 10%, don't add the bonus here. But of course, when you receive on maturity, bonus will also be taxable, whether it is ULIP in capital gain or normal policies in income from other sources. Hannah? Thank you so much for all your likes and all that motivates me. And if you can comment in live chat, are you all following? For some of you, if you feel it is overwhelming and over knowledge in one single, then pause the video. Just watch 2-3 times TDS, TCS. When you are comfortable, go for the next amendment. For above calculation, GST is never a part of calculation. Kahin nahi, TDS nahi, kahin nahi. 5 lakh limit is not applicable to the term life. You know what are term life policies? Term life policy में क्या होता है ना कि just once you pay the premium and after the deceased ka death on maturity, the amount is given to his family members. So 5 lakh limit is not applicable. That term policy maturity amount is still exempt. And what is going to be taxable is sum assured received plus bonus minus aggregate of the premium paid. ये थोड़ा typical है. Sum assured 1 lakh and 20,000 bonus is going to be taxable. But deduct whatever premium you have paid. For this 1,20,000, I have already paid 30,000 premium. Then the difference will be taxable. But ma'am, whatever premium you have paid other than deduction, if you have already claimed a deduction under ATC, then don't deduct it here. Double deduction. ATC I didn't claim any deduction. Then whatever premium you have paid, you can claim a deduction. Or premium paid is 30,000, but ATC deduction is 10,000. So here how much you will deduct? 20,000 the premium you have paid, and on maturity you got 1,20,000. Okay, I'll give you the gist of this. And still not clear, please comment below, message me reason of making this little lengthy button on, so that we complete all the amendments for direct taxation. Next Saturday we will be doing amendments for GST, and Monday onwards the revision series live classes are starting in YouTube. See, if you attend live you can clear your doubts. Okay, so make your schedule accordingly. Morning 11 to 1:30 every day from Monday we are going to take the लाइव रिविजन लेक्चर्स. ठीक है, सुनो LIC के बारे में. ULIP, single premium or all premium put together exceeds 2,50,000 taxable in capital gain. Other policy, single premium or put together exceeds 5 lakh, it will be taxable in income from other sources. Clear? Other than this, those policies whether premium exceeds above 10% of sum assured and those limits, 3 limits, you will not get a deduction in ATC also, and those will also be taxable in income from other sources. And TDS tabhi deduct hoga when LIC maturity is taxable. If it is exempt under 1010D, no premium, nothing. ठीक है ना? चलो, done. Last two are left now. Income tax refund, if you have any, it can be withheld if scrutiny and all cases are there. And last two small deductions, one for the return of income chapter, PAN. You know, when you have not linked your PAN and Aadhaar, then your PAN becomes inoperative. Yeah. And you need to pay 234H fine also, 1,000 rupees. When your PAN becomes operative again, when you link your PAN and Aadhaar. ये तो सब पहले से था. Added is this. If your PAN becomes inoperative because you have not linked your PAN and Aadhaar, then no refund of any amount you will get. So if PAN and Aadhaar is not linked, then refund will be withheld. Second, interest on refunds you will not receive. Third, TDS will be deducted at higher rate. You remember, everywhere where TDS rates are 1 and 2%, then it will be higher rate 20% TDS because the deductee is not giving PAN. So हमने higher rate ले लिया, है ना? Right. So this is not the case. If the PAN becomes inoperative, TDS, TCS, whatever is the higher rate, 20%, 5% will be deducted. कोई refund नहीं मिलेगा आपको, कुछ नहीं होगा. ठीक है? That's the amendment. Till PAN becomes operative again. Now, coming to 80G deduction, last one, a small beautiful change and a relief for all of us. You know, 80G, national communal harmony and all, few 100% direct, few 50% direct, few 100% and 50% subject to adjusted total income. है ना? So this time, 50% direct में what they have done, only Prime Minister's drought relief fund is there now. Means all the Gandhi family, Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, these funds are removed from 50% direct deduction from financial year 23-24. So 50% direct deduction, only one is there, PM's drought relief fund. Earlier 4 were there. You can, cross like this, कि ये 3 को निकाल दिया. Of course, this will change your answer for exam. So that's all for this. I think nearby closely to 2 hours non-stop we have taken this class of amendment, and the first class we have done is for 115 BAC. So watch this lectures repeatedly, wait for the GST amendments to be uploaded, and we are taking revision lectures live in YouTube from Monday. Don't miss that. Some of you, if you don't need a proper coaching, last year September, October 23, if you check in my YouTube, there's a playlist, Sarthi Taxation Live Learning. Today, I'm just explaining the concepts. There, one concept, one problem I have worked out. You can still watch those videos, except for these RFA and ATG small amendments. Okay? That's all from my side. See you all 7 p.m. today. It's Saturday evening. Again, we are meeting for live 30 minutes of Capsule Beautiful Learning Magic of Logic series. Just check all the Magic of Logic. and the feedback is some concepts you need to learn repeatedly. That's what we are covering up. For these notes, you can download concept classes and take a printout from there, or you can join our Telegram. There, all the notes are available. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Bye bye, all of you. Do like, share,